Well, hello, folks. This is Yamil for Gunstock Reviews. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, the law offices of Tim Forshey. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Well, Tim, I got a question for you today.
Okay.
What is the significance of the Fifth Amendment?
It's very significant, isn't it?
I
I always tell people I would never say the Fifth Amendment is the most important of the Bill of Rights, but I would say categorically it is the most overlooked and underrated of the Bill of Rights. What do I mean by that? Well, very simply, every single client that I've ever represented in my entire career has had the right to remain silent. The question is, how many of them had the ability to? And that's something that's harder than you think, because if you're ever involved in a situation like this, really any criminal situation, you are going to want to tell your story. You're going to want to justify what you did and why you did it. You want the comfort of a human embrace. You want a cop to say, that's what I would have done too, man. You're in the right. Don't worry about it. And you're seeking that desperately. The problem is the police officer's job is, in fact, to record everything you say, and in fact, to use it against you in a court of law. That's not just something you see on TV, that's the truth. A cop can be a wonderful person, but they're still going to do their job, and anything you say will be used against you. And people are going to blurt out things under the effect of adrenaline that they would never normally say. For instance, what does adrenaline do to the human brain? We know what it does to the short-term loss of fine motor skills. You get the shakes, you avoid your bowel. These are things that a lot of folks know. What a lot of people don't pay attention to is what does adrenaline do to your brain? It vastly changes your eyesight, it vastly changes your hearing, and it vastly changes your perception of time. So when the police officer says, how many shots did you fire? And you say, hang on, pop, 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 4. I fired 4 shots only. And the evidence clearly shows you fired 30. You reloaded after 16 and fired 14 more. But you only remember hearing 4 gunshots legitimately. You'd pass a polygraph on that. How far away was the guy when he began his attack? 3 or 4 yards? The video that from across the street shows he was almost 40 yards away from you when he started running towards you. But your eyesight is so unbelievably amped up by adrenaline that he did appear to be 3 or 4 yards away from you, and you'd pass a polygraph. Lastly, how long did it take? How long did this incident take? Forever. It took 30, 40 seconds. Again, the same video shows it took less than 5 seconds, but your perception of time is completely skewed because of the effect of adrenaline. Again, you'd pass a polygraph. Every answer you gave, you fully believed to be true, and every answer you gave was completely wrong and contradicted by easily obtainable evidence. You just put yourself in prison. So shut up. Don't answer any questions. And people say, well, then won't the cop think I'm guilty? Well, 2 things about that. First of all, how do police officers treat their brothers when they're involved in shootings? They admonish them. Do not say a word. You will not give any statements whatsoever until you've met with your union rep and your attorney, and you've bled your adrenaline and had a shower and had a cup of coffee, and then maybe tomorrow morning we'll interview you. That's what every police officer does religiously. So I don't think most cops honestly think that we should be held to a different standard. And secondly, I don't really care if a cop thinks you're guilty. I care if a jury finds you guilty. So I'd rather you spend 6 inconvenient hours in a holding cell than 3 inconvenient decades in a prison cell because you couldn't shut up. So the Fifth Amendment to us lawyers is very, very simple. Shut up.
And there's people like you available to help guys like me keep quiet.
Well, it's a little late. You got to start the keeping quiet part on your own. But
yeah,
we'll remind you for sure.
We'll remind you for sure, yeah. And that's kind of interesting because even before they give you read your rights, you should be quiet.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned for more videos with Tim, and remember, like always, please be healthy, stay safe, and have fun at the range.
Thank you for watching Gunstock Reviews. Please visit our website at www.gunstockreviews.com for more exclusive content. Please visit our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/gunstockreviews. Your contributions would be greatly appreciated and help us grow our selections and frequency of videos.